Thank you. I'm happy to be here. Happy to share the story of our debut bond issue that we had earlier in 2024. So first of all, a few words about Mapon. So who we are, what we do. So we are one of the leading fleet management solution providers in Northern Europe. We are one of the largest software as service companies in Baltic states, and we help businesses to manage their fleets more efficiently, more safely, and according to EU regulations. We have over 200 employees. We have more than 280,000 units connected to our platform, and our platform is used by more than 30,000 clients worldwide. Offices are in Baltic states, in Finland, in Denmark, in Spain, but through our partner network, we are basically covering all of the continents. As you can see, we are present in Australia, we are present in Canada, in Africa. Some of our client names, some of those are definitely known to you, Baltico, Sanitex, Circle K. Obviously, we couldn't put all of the names, but here are only some of them. The growth is based on 3 pillars. The first one is organic growth. It's our main driver. The market we are present in is under-penetrated. According to some researches, only 1 out of 4 commercial cars in Europe is equipped with some sort of telematics equipment. Therefore, it provides for really strong organic growth opportunities. The second pillar is new product development. We are constantly working on adding new features, new products to our portfolio. The most recent one is a video camera solution that can help to restore accidents, to work with insurance companies and things like this. And the third pillar is M&A activities. The market we are present in is highly fragmented. So it means that there will be consolidation going on. And basically, if not us, then somebody else would be participating. Our story started in 2006. We rebranded to Mapon in 2011 and started to do some export activities. Over the last many years, we did quite a few acquisitions. And I think the only year when we didn't do acquisition was 2020. But it's a year when COVID hit us, so nobody was actually sure what the future will bring us. But the good thing from our perspective that we kept growing. And as you can see, we started to accelerate our growth from somewhere 2018, 2019. And we doubled in size from 2019 to 2022, and we nearly tripled in size from 2019 to 2023. In 2024, we made a debut bond issue. We made an acquisition in Lithuania, and we have a new CEO on board, Davis Siksnant, who has experience in bringing companies to a large scale. So we are very well prepared for the next development stage. But the M&A are, so we needed some financing for M&A. We saw there's a consolidation wave, and we were thinking of various options, how we could finance M&A. Some of the instruments we used, some of the instruments we explored. We discussed with several parties what are the pluses, minuses, and at the end of the day, we decided to go for bonds. Why specifically bonds for Mapon? So it provides for diversification of your financing sources. There is no need for dilution, so you can keep your independent decision making. It's very important in our case. There are certain advantages comparing to traditional bank financing. For example, bullet payment against amortization. There is a definitely higher degree of flexibility that you can get also speaking about agreements, speaking about covenants. brand recognition and publicity, especially if we speak about Nasdaq. And the plan is to list our bonds on Nasdaq by March next year. Cooperation with investors, better access to capital. For us, it's the first bond issue, and we are sure that it's not the last one, and therefore we wanted to start this road and then start to cooperate with them. And push for a more advanced reporting. The reporting, once you do it in-house, it's one thing, but another thing is when you show it to a wide audience, and then you understand what are the things that you need to improve. And the last thing I would like to mention here is that its bonds are really work well for M&A financing. So how the process looked like from our side? We had an idea in March 2023. We had a board meeting in July 2003. Then we started the project. We looked for advisors. We teamed up with great colleagues. And for the period from October to February, there was really intensive burden, where we prepared the offering memorandum, prepared the presentation, and the most fun part was during the roadshow. I mean, the most interesting part, when you really meet the investors and then speak to them and present your case. And the cash in our bank account we got on International Women's Day, but just a coincidence. So the results that we got, 3 million euro bond issue. It was largely oversubscribed, but the book was closed early. Therefore, we don't know what the actual level of oversubscription. And the interest rate that we got was, in our opinion, pretty attractive, 5% plus 3 months Euribor. We could push for lower, but our emphasis was institutional investors. We wanted to start cooperation with them. We wanted to build relationship with them, and therefore, also as you can see, allocation split. Most of our bond was taken by institutional investors. Minimum private placement 100,000 euros, and the purpose of the bonds was M&A financing and new markets development. So what are the lessons learned during the process? And I believe this might be the most interesting slide out of all. Sorry. So first one, it's a really resource-intensive process. And this is the time when you can thank your wife, thank your colleagues, thank your parents for all the, thank your colleagues for all of the support during this process. And for everybody who is doing this process, sorry I can't help you, but I really feel you. So the good thing about it is that there is life afterwards. And if we speak more about some serious stuff, then definitely contingency planning. There will be things beyond your control. There will be things unexpected. So my suggestion would be to reserve some additional time for that and to be prepared for whatever is that may come. Investors' presentation will never be ready. You should know it from the very beginning, and therefore you should balance the input that you put into the development of this document. At some time you would just have to say that it's good enough, and then we should present it. Offering memorandum is very important document, and it's prepared by advisors, but there has to be somebody from a business perspective, from a business side, who really reads it through and who analyze it from your strategy perspective, if it creates any obstacles for your strategy realization in the future, if it reflects intellectual property rights the way you plan them to do or you plan them to organize. Corporate governance especially for newcomers, will definitely improve. There will be some things that you would have to think differently. Okay, what's the decision-making process? What's the board meetings and things like this. Financial reporting definitely will need some adjustment, more user friendliness, better transparency, more openness towards investors. And then so once you read your reports, you should think of from a different angle. So okay, if somebody from outside reads it, does he understand it or not really? Institutional investors are very important if you want to scale, if you want to bring to do next issues. And the suggestion here would be to speak to them early in the process. We actually had some meetings with them even before we drafted documents. And while speaking to them, you need to understand what are their concerns, how you can mitigate those, what are they thinking, what questions do they ask, etc. There will be definitely homework after the bond issues, and then we are still like 8 months after the bond issue. We are still kind of doing the homework that we got from our bondholders. And there will be also homework from the investors who didn't participate, but you understand what are they looking for, and you can improve your company, and then next time you can have a better chances to get those. And to conclude my presentation, I can say that this bond issue is really a good health check for your business, for your organizational structure, for your strategy. Thank you.